we will have a test plan, test preparation, and test execution within the Cloud ALM implementation part. And this shows how to create a test case preparation. So manual test case needs to be created in SAP Cloud ALM for any formal test that needs to be documented. So in order to do the test case, what we have to do, we need to go to Cloud ALM. Okay, I will have to go to Cloud ALM and test preparation. Here you have an option to create the test case. So we can give some test case test. Say this is a good. I did a search on. Remember, we were able to figure one project, but that was in Germany. Sorry, that was in German. So we were not able to figure it out. So I looked up for one more thing. Which is called the portfolio management, which is a demo, which is a portfolio management demo scenario, because whatever is available in SAP Cloud ALM is for the demo. That is why do not delete is specified. So let me say sample. We are not supposed to create within this, but still test case for the scenario, the best business process, accounting and financial close, group, ledger, IFRS, IGA is the business process ID. And what is the scope? We will do the scope as so scope is the customer project. Solution process is it could be so we were looking at 1GA. So let's go with 1GA itself. And we have to select the diagram. So for 1GA, this is accounting and financial close. So let's do, this is for the group ledger. Let's take a look at whether we have a group ledger. If not, we can go with the main and create save. So this will create you the test case for you. Next, we will have to create the test scripts and all that. So far you got it right, how to create the test case. And here the step is setting up the test case status. So if you come here, there is a 2-step process, is either in the preparation phase or it is prepared already. So now we are in the preparation phase. Let's keep it preparation. As and when we created it, it automatically came to the status of in preparation. So that's what this is showing. And so this is basically the test case created for customer project management. And it has got 2 action items, and there is a scope as well as the application. But in our case, we don't have that. We can actually try to add the activities. Say, suppose I'm not good at finance, but let's try finance close as the sub activity. Account and financial closing. So let's do an account close. Then we can do a financial close. There is one activity and app name and URL. It should come here actually. So this is what you saw. The activity is created, the scope is enabled, and application is not. In this case, it's not editable. You can go here, edit option. You can add the app name, so it will be attached to that particular app. So this much is done in that screen as well. So that's what we did. So in the test preparation app, select create to create a new test case with the following information. Type manual, title, use the title of the standard business process plus something to define the purpose of the test example. So UAT to indicate a customer LOB expert will be executing the test case. So when you provide a title, what I provided, I was just giving random title, but that's not the case. You have to provide a meaningful title. That means what is the purpose of having this test case? So for example, say if you are mentioning UAT to indicate a customer LOB expert will be executing the test case. Then project automatically filled. For our scenario, customer project got filled. Scope, select SAP S/4HANA Cloud scope already assigned to the implementation project. Solution process, select the business process within your LOB area of expertise. I did that because I was able to select one of the business processes that is from the one I uh, the one was accounting and financial closing main, which was the one I selected as the process. Solution process flow diagram, select the populated process flow diagram. So we were able to select the flow diagram. It won't show the diagram, but it will give you the title of the business process. And on the next page, select which activity that the test procedure are in scope and therefore should be tested. You also can make small changes and add or remove steps on this page. Change the status to be prepared and save your test case. So say suppose you are done with all your process within the test case, you can click on you can make it to prepared and you can save it. So that's what this is talking about. The next is test plan preparation and execution. In the test plan app, you create a test plan that groups one or more test cases. Test cases can be executed individually as long as they are in prepared status, but they cannot be assigned to a specific tester. A test plan enable you to either map one of the test case per test plan. So we were talking about a test plan enables you to either map one test case per test plan or multiple test cases to create an end-to-end LOB test plan. So this is talking about the test plan app. So we can go. So as okay with the creation of test case, right?
Yeah, we see that, right?
Right. So we can go to the next is test prepare. After test preparation, the next step is test plan. So go to the test plan. You can go to the test plan. So basically, in test plan, so this particular project does not have any test plan. Let me try something else, or else we can create. It's not a problem. Okay, let's go with. So there is a this is an example. We have an NRT which could be a customer SAP Activate roadmap for them. In that there is a test plan created and test plan is in the status testing and time frame is given August 9, 2024. Preparation progress status is 1 and execution status is 1. So we will take a look. We can also try how to create before doing that. Okay, let me cancel this, discard this. I will take you into the test plan. So in the test plan, you have a general information as well as the test cases. You can add multiple test cases in a single test plan. And each test cases needs to be in the status prepared, then only people will be able to test it. If you provide a UAT in front of the test case, it is meant for the a customer LOB expert to do the testing. That is the meaning of giving that naming convention. And in the test case, if you go inside, you will be able to see the title, then another content is adjust the supplier evaluation score manual. Likewise, multiple content are available in our test case to test it. So let's go back. So this is how it looks like. For example, I don't know if I am creating it for a real time scenario, but let's give it a try. I can edit. So this will allow me to assign test cases. So for example, test star, there is no, I give a name, right? So there is one recommended which is coming. So you can assign that here. Then your test case will be like UAT supplier evaluation test road prepared. Tester is who is the logged in person. So add an admin, and scope is given 2408 SAP S/4HANA Cloud Public Edition, and the solution processes supplier evaluation and performance monitoring. So we assigned that. That is why this is coming like that. I'm just canceling it because I don't want to make a mess. Okay. So this is a test plan. I will go back. I can come here. So I need to show you how to create a test plan. So this has to be active first. So probably it is loading. Let's give it a little bit time and then come back. So as I said, test plan is something we assign it to a specific tester with a window of time defining when the test needs to be taken place or take place. As long as the test plan is in the status in testing, the plan will display an assigned tester in their overview app as a task that needs to be completed. So that is where we were seeing also earlier, we got the time frame as well as the tester name earlier. Remember when I showed that? Now I need to go back.
Yeah.
So this is the test case. I went back and I reached to the test preparation stage. No, I need to go back to the. Okay, I need to search for test plan. Why is it throwing an error? Test plan. And this is where we were at. So you can actually create your test plan and give test the or how do we give title training test plan. You can give the description about that, and it is in the stage. It could be in preparation or it could be in testing, and you can add responsible, add them admin. And when you want to start, let's say we start for let's say 2 weeks testing, then it will end in 27th of September. And here, since I created a test plan, I can assign the test case. So I am using an existing test case to be assigned to the test plan. So I want you to try these things out. See, though I gave the tester name, it is still not showing. So I will add it again, add an admin, and if I save it, it will create. It'll create the test plan. Where is my test plan? I can go back. So if you look at here, this is the test plan I created. I put it the state was 2 in testing, and I gave a 2 weeks duration, and preparation progress as 1, and execution progress is also 1. And say suppose if you don't want this, you can select it, and it is in the progress, it is in the testing. Say suppose if it is finished, you can delete it, but at the moment you can't delete it. Or this is, you can copy to clipboard and you can create another test plan. And these are show more rows, show less rows. This is the settings for the table, and you can download it into the Excel table. I can show you that. So there are 2 test plans available, and the time frame changed and created created at and created by changed at and changed by data. That's how we create the test plan. Okay, we can get into the okay. So test plan creation. Here we change the status to in testing or finished. That I did it in testing. Then I assigned a test case to be assigned to the test plan. And once that is done, you can actually do the documenting the test procedure for each of the test cases. Okay, test plan preparation and execution. To navigate the test plan app and select create to create a new test plan. Select assign test cases to add 1 or more test cases to the plan. Assign the person responsible for completing the test and the start and end dates. Change the status to in testing when finished, then save. The assigned tester should see the test case display in their overview app as a task that needs to be completed, in addition to test execution app where the actual testing and documentation take place. So what this pointing out is, say suppose I assigned a tester to this as let's get inside for every test. Oh, sorry. For every test case, there is a tester assigned. So if the tester goes into his launchpad overview screen, this will come as a task to that particular person. And the next is we will be able to see the the same thing in the test execution app where the actual testing and documentation take place. Test automation tools overview. The embedded capabilities of SAP S/4HANA Cloud Public Edition. So test automation tools overview means what are the tools available. So there is an embedded capability of SAP S/4HANA Cloud Edition for automation. Pre-delivered test process automation content is available. So already SAP provided the test process automation content. Then tools to tools to easily customize the standard automates. So there are tools available that can easily customize your standard automation. Less time to test processes after upgrade. So what will happen after upgrade? We will have very less time to test the processes. So you have to test it before go live. And then standard post upgrade test, that is the put run by SAP. So this will be done basically or mainly on the SAP business processes. Then we have integrated with SAP Cloud ALM. So test automation tool overview. The test automation tool is embedded in SAP S/4HANA Cloud Public Edition to support automated testing of business processes. Let's take a look whether okay. So we do have set up the selected test automation tool. Test SAP build business process automation. These are some automation of regression test cases available. So we can actually go here to set up the, so this is not available actually. However, test automation related apps are already there. Automation test, for example. So those things are not coming. But anyway, there is a tool that is available in SAP S/4HANA Public Cloud to support the automated testing of business processes. Test execution service is the engine behind the tool that performs the actions in simulated user interface on behalf of the virtual test user. So if you do a test automation, the test execution service is the engine behind the tool, which is the automation tool that performs the action in a simulated user interface on behalf of the virtual test user. For example, say you will create a script, automated script in which you will enter for name, some name, all those information will be provided in your test execution service, and when you run it, it will provide that data in your application and try to execute it. So this will be like a normal tester. It it enters the value and it clicks the save button or whatever button it is. So this is a simulated user interface on behalf of our virtual test user. This service lives in the SAP Business Technology Platform and is visible in the customer's cloud identity authentication service, because even virtual users needs to be authenticated by customer's identity provider. So basically, see, the creation of the custom or custom like automation is done through SAP BTP platform. SAP BTP, because in SAP BTP you can do the integration, customer specific integration scenarios. So this is also an integration scenario and is visible in the customer's cloud identity authentication service, because the virtual users needs to be authenticated by customer's identity provider. Next is adapt test automates. The manage your test process app. Manage your test process app is where you view the standard test process automates and create your custom test process automates. Within the app, there are three types of test processes. The standard test automates / processes that are created and delivered by SAP to align with the manual test script for the best practices business process. Standard automate cannot be edited or deleted. Next is the custom test automate. So first is the standard. So basically, this test script will be for SAP best practice business processes, and it cannot be edited or deleted because it's a standard automates. Custom test automate / processes are copied from the standard processes or built from the scratch because it is custom. It is not for testing or SAP's business processes, but it is for testing customers' business processes, because in their fit to standard workshop, they might have identified the changes required and they would have done it. So while testing, they need the test scripts or test cases with these changes integrated. That is why it says maybe you can edit the standard one or you can build it from the scratch. Post upgrade test automate / processes. These are created and run by SAP on behalf of customer after release upgrade. So basically, post upgrade test automates that are created and run by SAP on behalf of the customer after release upgrade. So basically, after release After a release upgrade, SAP will go and do a level of testing on the system to ensure that everything is working fine. So this is where manage your test processes comes in, and you see left. I'll take you to there. Just that I just explain the picture and then I'll go. So here on the left side, you will get all the test processes, and click on that. You will get right side about that particular test processes, general information, and how many process steps it has got. And if you click on add below, it will be taking you to another screen where process step details will be available. Let's take a look at manage your test processes. We have only we don't have that app also available in this case to show you how we manage the test processes. So just understand, all the test processes will be available, and when you click on that, all the information about the test processes are displayed. It will have a general information where the process is name, type. This is a custom processes, so the name itself says customized process, customer project management. An application area, project service, and scope is provided. Scope item is nothing but another business process, and process step, there are a couple of them. Step 1, step 2, step 3, as in it is provided what steps to be executed within the test process. And say suppose if you go here, you will get more detail about that particular process. So action number 1, optional item, yes or no. This is no. Action type, enter application. Label, what would be the label provided, and the label is the title, and value you can provide, and then check the system variable, and data binding, and on the side edit the details. So this will be the look and feel of your test manage your test processes. Basically they are all the adapt the automation business process, or adapt the test
Can you
automation.
check in some other tenant whether it works? I mean, in the customizing
Yeah,
or
yeah, I can check now. Or I can check the same in Cloud ALM as well. So this is the Cloud ALM. Sorry, that is why we were not able to get it. Okay, we can go into the customizing tenant of the development. Let's try it here. Yeah, that is the reason it was not coming. I'm just waiting for the okay. So what we need to do is first check for uh, manage your test processes. But it should come manage your, yes, we do have manage your test processes. So it's getting loaded, okay. It is available in our customizing as well as the development tenant. Once it is launched, we can go. So as I said, left hand side there are 573 test processes, and one is automatically selected, and you get the details about that on the right hand side. There are two things. One is the process steps option, and the second one is the TCS, that is the cost management. This is a test data container. So in the container you will have let's keep it open. let it load. Meanwhile, we can go back. So only one process is available. You can select on the process. It talks about all the action IDs. We have so many action ID, 58 actions are available, and in that 2 actions are enabled, or I need to check if any other are enabled. No. So we can focus on the those 2. So basically, this is a check. Label is copy and disable. So we check whether the copy button get disabled. We check whether the reverse button get disabled. So that is what this is showing. The testing basically done on that. And then the variant is opened. So this is the test container, the second part. So we have cost management and 1 second, I kept it opened already. Management and profitability analysis is what the container is, and inside that we have a variant. So you can have multiple variant with multiple values to be tested. So this is a standard variant, and what are the fields you need to have? So every field has label and technical name, data type, and field category. So these are all master fields. Certain fields are transactional fields, organizational fields, and other fields. And you can see the field information here. In the container, you will have more information about the variant. Adapt test test automates basically copy the standard process to align it with the customized business process. Make all edit in the copied process, because copy, when you copy it, you can modify it. So it becomes the custom. Initially, the custom process is not visible in the test your processes app. So test your processes app. So this is the manage your test processes. Uh, uh, Test your processes app, right? Test your processes. So basically, in a normal scenario, if you say create a copy and customize it, it won't be visible in this particular app which is getting loaded. And after editing, change the visibility to assign the process to a test plan. So in order for you to make it visible, you have to assign it to a test plan. So we can go back. Now it is already there. Since we don't have any test plan as of now, as part of the customer test or as part of the post upgrade test, I can't show it because I don't have it in here. No, not here. Here. And then adapt test automate steps. What are the steps? Select edit button to modify the process step. Check the process step and choose the change type to make it custom. And in the release compatibility column, a question mark appears indicating the need for validation after upgrade. Then select save. Click the custom process step to view individual action, which is the test steps. Select edit in the lower right corner. So we will see that. Recording the new action. So let me check where it is. So recording the new action is available. Okay. On the new browser tab, I see recording panel that includes a button for check, read, stop, and pause. So we are doing the automation, right? So automation, when you do, basically in your browser, you see a recording panel that will have check, read, stop, and pause buttons. Click through this app as you normally would to capture your custom keystrokes. This the check and the read button should be used in a specific use cases. The use the check button when trying to capture a value, error message, or label that is static on the screen. Use the read button when trying to capture a value or non-error message on the screen. So that's what you are seeing on the screen. Say suppose you go and create a custom project. Let's try it out. Create custom project. So that application is getting loaded. Actually, it has to be added. That is why that plus sign came. Let's wait for it to be loaded. And then in this app, what you provide customer project information. What customer name? What is the project ID? ID, project name, project manager, stage. So which stage the project is in, what is the duration, what is the current. So that is the basic customer project. And also this gives the accounting information. And then when you look down, this has got recording panel where the recording option like check and read available. So these are the generated actions. Say click the customer, what happens? So action, these are not enabled, but enter the application, select the service organization, select the customer center, select the profit center, input the customer, click the customer, click the field and row customer name. Generated actions are available for that. So what? Let me check what came up. So this is mainly to create, okay, a prerequisite configuration is not set up in your system. Please contact your business configuration expert to perform the configuration. Okay, so somebody did this particular business process has not completely done. So we can't actually test the automated test script. We can, though we can create a custom project, we won't be able to test the remaining part. That is why I'm just showing in the picture. This is the recording panel will be available, and as a part of that there will be a check and a record, and you can use that for checking as well as recording. Sorry, as well as reading. Next is the test data container. To ensure there is always a data available to run the test process with, you can bind the process to a test data container. So say suppose if you have data available to run your test process, you can actually bind the test process to the test data container. Test data container will be to have the data, and your business process has the data, then you can bind the process to this test data container. These are containers of reusable sample data relevant for different fields with business processes. Test data containers can serve as a single source of test data to ensure the test process doesn't fail in execution simply because there wasn't any available data to fetch. There are standard TDC available, and you can create your custom TDC. TDC is nothing but test data containers. So this is an example of a customized process, customer project management. So this is a custom process, and we have 11 process steps and one container. This I showed you earlier, right? The container and how does it look like? Remember? I did it in
Yes, yes.
Cloud
In
AI.
the TDC, yeah.
Yeah, so that is what it is showing here. I will share you the Cloud ALM link. So I am sharing the cloud link. The other link, right? That is your customizing tenant of the development. I think you have got it in your first link. The links provided, and then I will stop sharing. You can share your screen.
In the implementation, we do have the test. We can create the test plans and
Yeah, you have to
testing
go to first
fields.
implementation
Yeah,
and then go to design, build, test, deploy, where you have test preparation, where you create the
yeah,
test cases,
test
test
plans.
plan, yeah, and test execution. You can take any one of the yeah, and you can go ahead and create your manual test. So as I said, if it is in a real activate methodology process, it would be start with UAT and then the name because it has to the expert on the customer side should be able to test it. The lobby expert should be able to test it. So you have a ALM hands-on. You have to select your solution process as well as the solution process flow diagram. So you are
And
going to do for the preparation of payment and then save it. So for uh, for our test case, we have got two activities depending upon the business process that we selected. You can these two activities are optional, so you can put it in scope. Then it will be part of the testing. Um, that is how we create a test case, and delete button will allow you to delete the test case. You can also copy the contents and
yeah,
download and upload. Those are the other things possible. Now
yes,
you can go and do your test plan.
plans.
You can keep me signed in. Every time save it with the user and password, so you don't
Yeah,
need to enter multiple times. So your test plans are created in your cloud ALM.
test plans as well.
Test plans as well, because you saw that in the if you go back, if you look at here, test plan and test execution are available. So you can use test plan to create your test plan, plans with multiple test cases. So now first you need to create a test plan and then only you can add the test cases to it.
Directly we can create.
Mm. Yes, you will have to give who is responsible, or you can give start and end date, or some particular date. And first create it, and then you have to go ahead and assign. Uh, so click on edit button and go down. You can assign the test cases. So that test case can be assigned to your test plan, and you can assign a tester to it, and you can save it. So this is how we create the test plan.
Mm.
And then the next step is like
Execution. Will-
no, before execution we were went inside um, 1 second. Recording we were not able to do. We were able to manage your test process in your okay. Go to your 1 second. I'm not seeing your screen. Go to your uh, customizing tenant and then search for manage your test processes. The second one. No, that is not the one. The first one. First one. Manage your test processes. Then you can explain me what are the steps here. Start from everything, like from the left to right. So there are 573 test processes
Yeah.
are available, and
Yes.
one is defaultly. Yeah, I thought you would
Selected.
say yeah. And once it is selected, what all data you see on the right hand side?
Yeah. I mean,
The process
the
step
process
as
which
well
we
as
and the
the container
containers,
data containers
data containers.
that are available in this. And then what else we check? Uh,
What else? Maybe.
yeah, you can go inside and take a look what is available inside that. Let it load. Meanwhile, you are in the same place as this. Gives you all the details about the fields as well as the technical name, data type, as well as the field category. Basically, this is creating another variant of that particular cost management and profitability analysis. So you can give different values for testing.
Yeah.
Variants are various types of a particular process, right? Not
Yes.
only the process, various variant can be for anything. So that's what we learned here. Um, so anything else you want to try it out?
No, I mean, what else can we assign it over here? Anything need to be tested or need to be assigned something else?
On the TDCs, you don't need to do anything. On the
Mm-hmm.
process step also, you actually don't need to do, because this is in a release compatibility enabled status. So it will be visible in test plan. In your test plan, if you check the
Somewhere we
case,
used to change we used to change from prepared to testing phase, and that will be available under that
yeah,
tester.
that is in the test cases. That you go
Okay.
to test, not in the test plan. You go to the test cases. That comes under the test preparation.
Yeah, here the status is in
Yeah,
preparation.
this is in the preparation status. Say suppose if you are creating a new one, you can set it in prepare. Yeah, status as in prepare or prepared. So once it is prepared, then only they will the testers will be able to test it.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, we can go. Anything else if you want to try, we can try it out. So basically, it is the test case creation, test plan creation,
Mm-hmm.
and then
Mm-hmm.
we manage your test
Management
processes.
is process.
That has got a variant which will have your test data container, so you can have any business processes with test data can be added to your test data containers.
Yeah.
Okay.